Right, folks, yeah, I'm back again once with you, and I'm about to drop in here as soon as the wonderful console and the software gets us going here. Hey, I got the little thing of the sound experiment going once again, but I've decided to transfer to my old beautiful database built over many years of 20 years of traveling all over West Michigan and even sometimes further for some of the most epic parties I've ever had the opportunity to witness. But the witness was the beautiful thing because I was the one creating them. So I've fallen back to my old file of 10,000 tracks in an interface and, you know, things to back it up, and the experience rolls. I'm here for you and I'm producing for you. My goal, folks, from this day forward is not really going to be spoken of too much, because once I throw out goals in life, it seems to be there are things lurking in the shadows to shoot that crap down. So all I want to do is give a good concerted effort forward to try to be in a state of ever believability that Papa Doc 444 is going to take the stage as much as possible. I'd like to deliver it to you at least a couple shows a day. You're certainly worth it, and if I can do that and make different material and try some different things, and right now I'm kind of in limbo for moving into the permanent studio, but I got a really nice makeshift studio going. You know, makeshift, you know, we got to build our weapons in this game, and at this point in time I build everything that I've got using old equipment, and that's quite all right. And feisty, yeah, a little bit of target practice before we start the round. I really appreciate it to our opponent. Thank you very much. And GG, no, we'll give you the GG for the throwdown. That's someone who's ready to get to it, folks. So if you ever approach like that in this little side lobby here, just throw down a little bit with them and show them you're ready for it too. It gets them interested. Sometimes people leave these lobbies a little earlier, you know, like they jump the game right away. Well, if they show some of that and nobody responds, maybe they think they're not going to find a match in here. So if you ever get that in this little side lobby, yeah, throw down back, you know, have some fun. And get your target skills in. You know, they're going to bounce, they're going to move just as they're going to move in the real combat before we head from our tiny little island to the island. You know, and funny, in the game, we leave an island to go fight on an island in perpetuity. It's fantastic. Yes, folks, it's about the talk, it's about the commentary, it's about the roll and the flow and the show, and I'm on the show right now. Curtains are up and we're rolling. As back in the day, a beautiful gentleman by the name of Mr. Ed McMahon would say to the audience, "Here's Johnny." You know, folks, and the crowd would go crazy, and then the man of the hour of the king of kings of showmanship, Mr. Carson, would take the stage, and that audience there would be one of the luckiest amount of people on the planet that afternoon, because they were getting to witness something that would go down in history. And his name was Johnny Carson, somebody that absolutely you gotta think of as a hero, because he's like the broadcaster of late night. Many folks were off with the news and off with the TV, but Mr. Carson gave folks to do something they traditionally did not do: stay up into the late hours of the night. Are you crazy? It would never work. That's what the first thoughts of the show were. Well, in many ways, Mr. Carson in the early of days was asking great questions, but sometimes really just talking to the people that were there. He was on a different level with some celebrities, and he had a close personal touch. And folks, they made history out of nothing. Bullshit. Oh, beep. Oh, crap. I just turned this recording into a PG-13, and I am sorry for the listening audience, but BS. You know, that's what it boils down to. There's so much interest in BS. People want to know what it's all about. And, hey, I'm here to throw down some BS with you. My name's Papa Doc 444. I have been inspired through the history of my time on this very, very small fragment that we get to call a life cycle. I've spent my time trying to be understanding of those who could simply keep things going by the tone of their voice and the stride of their step. And if you gotta ask who was my inspiration in some ways, Mr. Carson is definitely one who makes the list. He's a hero. Why am I talking about Johnny Carson in Fortnite? You know what? It doesn't matter. You're watching. So boom, I guess we're all in this together. You know, you just hang on, something will happen. Something involving Fortnite will take place. I'm just trying to get you to know who I am, where I come from, and what I began from. And my history of Papa Doc 444 is I'm a cancer survivor that didn't want to give up. And because of that fact, I'm here with you now. And I'm so pleased, so happy, so fortunate to have the capability to produce these videos for all of you. And I'm not going to stop unless things change. You know, anything can happen at any time, and I'm so very much aware of that fact, and I'll always keep that in mind. But in the meantime, we've got each other right now. Well, moving on, I've got my little personal assistant, you know. Hey, bottom line, folks, I threw down gold and I got a gun. That's a mercenary. No. Oh, no, you didn't. Sucker tried to play me, didn't want to pay me. You folks remember that game in the PlayStation franchise back in the day? I love that game. That was awesome. I don't even know if I remember the name correctly, but I do remember that song. And every time I hire one of these folks on the board, NPCs, some of you call it, you know, it's funny. I have a good time. Here we are talking about, well, nothing, walking our way through the island. I'm going to make my way on down to the orchard and see what kind of trouble I can't find. You know what? I take these rocks because we need those materials in a good fight. Rocks and a flame bow don't mean nothing to rock. Don't mean nothing. Brick, metal, it's all good. Hoo-ah. So keep those flame bows in mind if you can happen to get them put together. I got that explosive bow rocking, and I'm not too unhappy about that. Although you got to be pinpoint accurate with that bad boy to make it efficient for yourself. Yes, folks, I want to make clear to everybody that there is another test in progress. As always, all of you listeners, please subscribe as you already have. If you haven't and you're just watching me today and you're checking me out on a friend's tablet because they said, yo, you need to do this. And those of you that are subscribers, hook me up with that little bit of promo. Tell your friends they need to see Papa Doc because, you know, if nothing else, promote to them that you're going to witness the most words spoken by a commentator in one single round of Fortnite that they could ever possibly witness. Now, you see, you got to understand where I come from, folks. I had a microphone in my hand for 21 years. I was given the opportunity to get attention of over 1.5 million people. And in those 20 years, 1.5 million people crossed the path of my ears, my broadcast capabilities, out into the air, out into the arena, out into the... Sometimes I was on a situation where we had such a large venue going on, we had to set up little AM transmitters and FM receivers and stuff to get all of that out to a little data sub base and jump off to a larger group of speakers and kick it that way. Half a second delay, and it was magic, and it was fun, and it was beautiful, and it was 10,000 watts of everybody listen up! And that kind of power, folks, when you can say, ladies and gentlemen, may I please have your attention? And over 5,000 people snapped their head to the booth. Wow. I got to tell you, it was a beautiful feeling. It was always such an absolute pleasure to make that perfect day. In many of the situations, folks, you see, I was one of those high maintenance guys. Yeah, I'm high maintenance. You think my father. He was a second generation Marine, and his father before him, being the first, was... So, folks, I had the kind of raising that said never say die. The kind of status in life that said if you like something, son, do it, and do it expeditiously. Oh no, my... Okay, I just got confused, and that was really stupid of me. Now the whole position thing of the space in between spaces has just been blown, and I've given a full report as to our position. But you know, it's quite all right. It doesn't matter to me. I've got my NPC, and I'm going to go hire another one, but I better get on the run because expeditiously have a storm creeping up on my 6 o'clock position. Yes, folks, talking about nothing but getting your head into the game of Fortnite is also what I am here to do, so I'm going to talk you rapidly through this one, that if I don't get myself on the move, we're going to have trouble. Oh, we got this beautiful truck over here. Might as well take these materials out of the way and make the entry into the truck almost seamlessly. Yes, folks, around the corner, coming off the left side of the orchard, Papa Doc is flying his way along the way. Number 444 looks like he's got his game on now. After those first couple practice runs, Wasn't so brilliant, the performance he was throwing down for his viewers today, but it seems to be things are starting to turn around on the game board for Papa Doc. No eliminations, but he's a heck of a lot closer to that top 10 there, wouldn't you say? Oh, yeah, I definitely have to report number 444 is pushing the limits here. You know, this kind of view from the angle that I got is a little bit different than yours there in the control booth. But, man, he's really throwing down the performance now. Oh, and somehow the radio turned on there in a little phantom style of maybe he hit the wrong button, but that's quite all right for a little kick to the radio and messing up the sound, but we'll turn that off because we've already provided a little background music for the listening audience today. You can't quite distinguish it because I keep talking, but that's what commentary is all about, folks. That's what I'm here. I'm not here to be the best player in Fortnite. I'm here to be the best commentator Fortnite ever witnessed. And yes, you gotta understand, this is pure talent, folks, and you gotta believe that this individual known as Papa Doc 444 put a lot of time into what you're hearing. This didn't come for free. This cost me tens of thousands of dollars, and I spent a lot of time. Do you know how much money I've spent in gas for 20 years just to do my job? It would scare you. Yes, folks, it was all worth it, though, and those Gran Turismo racing skills really do come through in this war of attrition. Papa Doc 444 has taken a beautiful punch to the incoming enemy, if possible. He's taken away their capability to get some shield, and that's what it's all about. Okay, to the left flank, he sees he's got someone there, possibly build fresh, and it looked like it was still piecing together. What's he gonna do at this point? Maybe he's gonna go up there to the top of that hill and check things out. I think that would possibly be a really smart move. Under control to the right flank, and he's going to make his way into Lazy Lake. Yes, folks, he's got the commentator role in the flow, and everything's going now that you would expect. The excellence of the view on that cab down there is giving him a possibility of a left-right flank maneuver. Oh, he is absolutely not going to pass that up, folks. If you didn't see what he just came across, it was that blue assault rifle, and now Papa Doc 444 is going to take to the air because he really would like to deliver for you a performance with excellency. And that's not going to happen if he doesn't get his head into the game. And being in an aerial advantage at this point in the town of Lazy Lake is the place to be. If you're that aerial advantage, you're not going to be the one that's going to be cut down right away. And that has a possibility of happening, folks. For those of you experienced players in Fortnite, you know exactly what I'm talking about. All right, number 444 is going to go to work. Okay, folks, and now that explosive bow is really going to pay dividends. Yes, you see 89 damage delivered. Oh, and we got ourselves a little bit of a shooting match with the same weaponry, and that's going to leave a sting on Papa Doc. But oh boy, okay, we got an expedite capable builder, folks, here, and that can spell trouble for Papa Doc 444 at this juncture. Now it comes down to the fact, is he going to have time to get the healing going? And some fall damage has occurred from one of his first knocks. I can't believe it. The absolute excitement in my heart right now is racing. Commentating my own games, as I've told many of you before, is absolutely not an easy thing to do. But you know what? I'm going to soften things up right now with a little bit of love. Hoorah! Say hello to my little friend early in the morning. Now I'm getting into things 'cause I'm having fun. Woohoo! Uh-oh, you did not activate your explosive, sir. Explosives activated, and now anybody downstairs is going to have a really bad day. You got to understand that what he's doing here is absolutely brilliant. Soften the area up and throw a little bit of damage toward the other way, away from his opponents. Making his way through the board, he really wants to deliver the top 10 to you today. And how is it possible that I can talk about myself in the third person like that? Once again, folks, they call that acting, as the great thespian of the long show ago called Saturday Night Live would speak. Okay, folks, they gotta be close. The sounds state that they are. What's going to happen? The potential excitement is growing. The anticipation of what could go down is epic. And we are having a really good time together. You know what? It's not time to go down there, but it is time to get out of here. Oh, thank you very much. And now, folks, we gotta go on a truck with no rims. Well, that simply is not gonna do. We need something along the lines of drivable, and some tires would certainly be a good place to start. All right, let's move our way out of town. It looks like we're going to have to get quick gone and really pull those Gran Turismo racing skills out from the old hat in the days of yesteryear when Papa Doc used to play the early games. Yes, number 444 sure does have the drive today to prove something. What's he trying to prove? That he knows how to have fun. Well, right now it just looks like he's simply confused and doesn't know what he's doing. Yes, I can throw that image down quite often. That's quite all right. Ooh. All right, was that a fish? That was a fish. You know what, though? Jam on it. Bango! All right, that'll wake things up. All right. Yes, folks. Let's get going. Oh, look at that, top 10. Yeah, folks, this is a really good video, and I hope the sound and everything is working out for you. I wasn't really trying to get anybody too distracted with things. I'm just trying to do some test experiments, but I might as well throw down that top 10. I got a great commentator role going on this one, and I'm feeling pretty good about it. This is definitely one that we will let roll down the floor to the people so you, my beautiful fans, can witness this thing called Fortnite with me. Okay, this is really fun. Okay, we're going to let our NPC work its way down there. And we're going to make that target a little closer, like right there. Oh, yeah. Dividends being reached, and I got to make this to my advantage here. Oh, that's a great opponent there. I got to tell you, they're really on it. Okay, now we're going to not go soft on them anymore. We're going to have to go hot and really mess things up for them. Yes, we're going to follow that up with a secondary barrage of a fourth explosion, and that's really going to go to work here, folks. This is a good opponent. They definitely know what's going on, and they know that danger zone is closing, but I got to keep going to work here, and I really want that top 10. And we got that top 10, but I would really love to give you a dub. Okay, I'm going to let that barrage go to bed for a moment. Holy smokes, the level of excitement right now has got my heart beating pretty good, and this is a great Monday video, and I've been trying because you guys folks and witnessed me die a whole bunch, and that's quite all right. That's what this game is all about. It's the fun and the excitement and not knowing exactly what's going to happen next. Now, I've kind of been sitting here for a while because I don't know what's going on down there. And you know what? I might as well just in fifth place. They snuck up on me and I didn't react quick enough, but you know what? That's a fantastic video. I had a good time. I got you the top 10. I got to talk a little bit to you, and I'm feeling really good for a Monday, folks. Coming in on a little bit of a sound experiment here and seeing what I can do about some things until the permanent studio is finished. But in the meantime, we're going to maximize what can be done with the way I'm working it. And what I'm doing is definitely working it for you to provide as decent programming as I can come up with. I'm putting in the time. You're all very much worth it. All right, number 444, going to take a bit of a break, and I'm out.